Planning and Development Committee meeting for June 16, 2025. Counselor Andrus.
Here.
Waltney.
Here.
Wolverton.
Here.
Sims.
Here.
Nelms.
Here.
All here.
Awesome. Okay, well, I will begin with a motion to dispense with the reading and approve the minutes from May 19th.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All right, I've got Nelms with the motion and Gwaltney with the second. I did hear Wolverton down there, but I will go Nelms, Gwaltney. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, that passes 5-0. Okay, old business. I'm going to take these two together. 1202-25 and 1302-25 requests for consideration of rezone property at 101 to 109 Hugh Circle consisting of 9 residential lots and comprising of 7 acres, and request for consideration of a final development plan for property at 101 to 109 Hugh Circle consisting of 9 residential lots. I will entertain a motion to move these items to the table.
Motion to table.
Okay.
Second.
Motion from Counselor Gwaltney with a second from Counselor Nelms. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, so those without objection and passing 5-0 will go to the table. 1202-25, 1302-25. 10:05:25, public hearing set for June 23rd, 2025 at 6 p.m. for consideration of an amended development plan for property at 800 Lakeshore Drive for Samford University's proposed Bulldog District to permit the construction of 2 separate residential villages. Together would provide 3 new student residence halls, as well as an associated on-campus parking facility, courtyard, landscaping, other site improvements. The applicant is Landmark Development Services, owner is Samford University, and this passed the planning commission with a 6-0 favorable recommendation. Now we've got Samford here.
Yeah.
So Jeff, you wanna come up, and Kale, and Mr. Kendrick. So if you can remind us, I know you guys were at the BZA last week, so we are no longer considering the 2, Bulldog, and we're just considering the Stadium Village, is that correct?
So Bulldog is composed of Stadium Village and West Village.
Correct.
Okay,
The whole district is considered Bulldog.
Oh, okay.
In and around our
Okay,
athletics
okay,
for our housing.
okay.
So there's a
Okay.
slide, we have a couple of slides
Okay.
that might help orientation wise.
Thank you. Go ahead, Brian. Thank
Yeah,
you.
this, so just orientation wise, the Bulldog district is that left side of our campus north of Lakeshore. So the
Okay,
projects,
okay.
the projects in BCA were in that area. There were
Yes,
2
the
buildings
2,
here.
that's
And then the
right.
stadium housing, which is the one that did pass. to
Yes,
BZA.
okay.
That's what's here today.
I was talking about the Stadium District, so I
Yeah.
apologize for that. Okay, all right. So go ahead, Jeff.
So essentially, yeah, so Bulldog District is orientation wise. The next slide, please. Stadium Village is literally right next to the football stadium. And so it's 220 bed spaces with parking as part of that there, overlooking the football field adjacent to the rest of campus where our freshman housing is. This will help us keep our numbers what we need to have for freshmen as the classes continue to grow. Interior to campus, not on Lakeshore, but right next to where the new rec center is that was approved.
And this was
will be
also,
open.
you had some sort of outdoor seating, sort of outdoor
Correct.
gathering areas
Yeah, there's
here as
the
well.
bottom floor of this, which is right at the concourse level of the stadium, would be an activated area for our students both during game day and other times.
There's 2 slides down there.
Yeah, if you wanna just keep flipping. So that's essentially the rec center on the left here. Excuse me for 1 second, sorry. The rec center, which we opened this past fall, is the building to the north with the bridge across. And these 2 buildings are what we're considering stadium housing, Stadium Village in particular. And then the concourse level, which is at the concourse level of the football field now, would be active during game days and other times for our students. But this helps us keep our freshman core. In the distance in the back is the freshman residence hall, which will open this fall.
And that's the west, you're calling that the west? What is the name of this structure here?
This is Stadium.
Stadium,
This is,
this is
in the
okay.
place, this is called Stadium Village as it was presented to the BZA last week.
That's where I got Stadium Village. Okay, got it, okay. All right. Okay.
In the Bulldog District.
In the
So-
Bulldog, okay, got it.
so
Stadium Village
the-
in the Bulldog District, I got it.
Correct,
Okay,
yes.
I had
Yeah, I know.
conflated the 2, I got it, okay. I hear you, okay. Questions from the committee or the council?
Can I go,
The picture of the entire project?
and just to clarify, that image we just had was looking from some residences out to the field, or?
Yeah, so we'll start here. So Bulldog, yeah.
In the corner, yes. If you
This
look
is
at-
if you were up basically at the concourse level, the football field in the corner, you're looking back towards campus, you're looking north and east. So the new rec center's there, the Lakeshore is down, sort of like where you guys are sitting now, down low.
But this vantage point, is there housing from where we are sitting looking here, or is this just kind of an aerial?
It's really an aerial shot in between the Sullivan Cooney Field House where you see the, like it says, the season there on the end, that's the field house that's there now. This is the Bashinsky Press Tower that's there now. So if you were at the concourse level looking north and east, you would see this facility,
Got it.
interior to campus.
Yep.
Yeah, that map is not exactly the map that was advertised for rezoning. The rezoning map that's advertised shows those two buildings, it's Lakeshore.
Well,
This is a new drawing.
Those are the two that got denied at the BZA.
I understand they got denied, but the publication for the zoning includes those, because they were published before they went to the BZA. So this is a new drawing.
Okay, so what do we need to,
Well, what you need to do is essentially, you can't approve things that had no variance, because you can't approve something that violates the zoning ordinance.
yes,
But that is not exactly what's been advertised. It's not, in fact, that's just been developed today. or
That's
recently.
right.
Yeah,
do we need to push out the public hearing?
Well, no, you don't that's your call. I consider that not to be a substantial change, because they
It's
deleted
going
it.
down,
If
yeah.
they added it, it certainly
Yes,
would be, in my
correct.
opinion.
That's right, that's correct. Yeah.
But that's your call.
Okay,
I just make that point to your
well, I
attention.
think we're going down, like we're.
What's been
we're
advertised
lessening
is not that
the
map,
impact.
because it showed the two dorms that were originally the subject of the BCA.
Do we have the other picture somewhere, Brian, or just?
Well, it's out in the hall.
that would have been at the BZA
Yeah.
presentation, so.
The original one from last week?
Give me a second.
Mr. Mayor, do you have an opinion on that, as far as the map that is being,
Yeah.
the public hearing next week?
To me, I agree with the same thing that you said. Because they're taking something out, I really think that legally it doesn't have to be redone. Now, whether y'all feel like you need to, put it off is up to you. I mean, you're certainly entitled to do that. But I don't think you have to do it from a legal standpoint. I think that it's, because this was approved.
Yeah.
The other is not a part of what you're considering. So considering this without that is fine. I think you can make that point at the
Yeah,
public
that's-
hearing.
That's what I was
guess
gonna
is
say,
my
can
point,
see if
is
they
what I'm
just
saying.
address
I mean,
that.
Yeah.
You can explain it at the public hearing
Right.
that, here's why this looks different,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They have pulled the part out that didn't
Yeah.
Get
get the
approved.
variance at BZA. The part that did get the variance, they're allowed to move forward with, and we're moving forward with that. But if anyone's got
that
any
was
confusion
published.
about why it looks different, that's why it looks different.
Yeah.
And we'll come prepared with a slide that illustrates all the buildings, then gray out the ones that have been removed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't think there's any problem with that. I think that can be addressed in the public hearing.
Okay, I'll accept it, yeah, okay. All right, any questions, any other questions? Okay, so then, if not, I will entertain a motion to send out the Stadium Village in the Bulldog District without recommendation pending the public hearing.
Second.
All right, got a motion from Counselor Nelms with a second from Counselor Sims. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, that passes 5-0. We'll see you next.
Thank you.
Okay. And, without objection, no further business, we're adjourned.